what they do. What they do.
Well, all right, all right, all right. It is 9 a.m. where I am. I have no idea what time it is where you are. But it's also the 19th of June. June 19th. It's Juneteeth, you guys. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth. Man, here, let's start out with a beautiful shot. Let's start out with a beautiful shot of Flint, Michigan. There we go. This is what we're looking at outside the window, guys. University Avenue and Mason Street in a beautiful, beautiful carriage town. This is where we are, and this is what we're building. This is what we're building. We are building Flint, Michigan, street by street. In City Skylines. It's a game on Steam. I'm not sure if you guys know what Steam is. It's I don't know. I want to call it like a Juneteeth Valley, where within that valley, each of the shops is a game, and you can go there and you can buy the games, you can watch the games, you can talk about the games, you can build stuff for the games. It's fabulous, and there are a couple of places like that. Steam, Piranha. I can't remember which one has the Fortnite game that everybody's in love with. But this is Steam, Steam Labs, and this game is called City Skylines, and it's by Paradox Software. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up what we have been doing so far. And you tell me what you think. I need to zoom it out just a little bit so I match. And then I'm going to make it really dramatic. I'm going to make it really dramatic, and I'm going to make it do a cross dissolve, and it's going to be really slow. Alright. Uh-oh, I lost my picture. Wait a minute. I hate it when that happens. Okay, that one's supposed to be there. And then this one is coming. Check this out. Dramatic music, please. Dum, 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 dum. Maybe I shouldn't have said dum. Alright, this is our Flint. We started out hooking up this bus stop. This is the bus stop. downtown on 2nd and Harrison Street, and then we moved over here to this parking lot, and that's where we stopped. We got a couple of roads straightened around, and then it was time, man. It was time to go. It was time to go. So I really think all I've got to do is put the lines in. But we were having some issues. One, this building is not what needs to be there. What is that? That's a medical clinic. Well, actually used to be a medical clinic there. That's interesting. But it needs to be a L-shaped building and make it halfway around here. And we'll find that later. I'm not gonna go crazy looking for it. Although, ooh, look at that. Let's try that. Let's just do this. Let's get rid of it. Instead of moving it, we're gonna get rid of it. Well, I guess it wants us to move it. We've moved it. So then we're gonna move this one. Oh, it won't let me move that one. Ah, because it's not a ploppable building. But I think with our Move It mod, we should be able to go over here and grab it and move it. So just as a placeholder, I'm going to put that one there, and I'm going to put this one here, and make my L-shaped building. Come on, there we go. Boom. Not too shabby. Smaller than I wanted it to be, but hey, it's a start. Alright, so let's go up here and see if, I'm learning how to do this as I share it with you. Full disclosure, I have been playing, but that doesn't mean I'm any good at it. So I think I can go here and I can tell it to just grab the decals, double clicking on decals. And then I grab that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. I'm going to hold the shift key down. Boom, 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 boom. How much? I want to get all of it. I'm going to try to get all of it. Let's see. Got that, got that, got that, 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 and then that. Come on. There's got to be one left. Come on. There we go. We got it. And I'm going to copy it. And then it's supposed to let me paste it. How come I can't see it? Alright, I'm going to try pasting anyway. Yeah, it showed up. Is it crooked? So how am I supposed to line anything up? Maybe I'm too far out? Well, that's not helpful. How come I can't see it? And if I plop it down, it's just going to overlap. Interesting. Control Z. It didn't undo it. That didn't undo it. And that didn't undo it. Alright, so we're not undoing it that way. Gotta go back in here, and I think oh, that helped. Alright, so we need to get rid of this set. And that set for sure. That set. And I think we just need to move this set over. But we're going to get rid of it. Alright, did leave a little walkway around there. But it's not lined up to that light. That's sure, for sure. Oh, close. That's pretty good, Paul. Pretty good. But I don't like it. It's at an angle. I'm going to start fresh. Sorry, guys. Do that. We're going to do... See if I can get rid of these two. And we can start fresh with this. Bring it up. That's straight. Oh, gotta take the snapping off. What that does. Take the snapping off. Yeah, we line it up to that line. It should be okay. Alright. So then we're gonna zoom out. Click somewhere else and try to come back in here and get these. Oh wait, this turned off. That's why. Boom, boom. Then copy that. Line it up. Line it up. Line it up. Boom. Alright. Nobody saw that. Alright. Parking lot. So this is, I mean, I don't know. What do you compare it to? Is it like a jigsaw puzzle? Yes, no. Is it like a board game? Yes, no. Is it a utter and complete waste of time? I would disagree. What I like about this game, and to be honest with you, I think it should be played in every high school, at least 4 semesters, because it gives you a little bit of an idea, one, on budgeting, definitely on budgeting, services and city services, and how your income tax and property taxes work to support city services, and what happens when you neglect or don't neglect those services, how it affects the citizens in your city. Traffic, managing traffic is a biggie. You know, people aren't going to want to move into your city if it's bumper to bumper, unless they're absolutely positive they have to. So that brings you to public transportation, which is crucial and environmentally friendly. Oh, they even have environment mods in here, environmental friendly mods that help you be eco-friendly with your water and your waste. So that's a lesson unto itself. So I'm going to just do this. Man, how'd that get so crooked? Maybe I can do that. Let's see. Did that straighten it up? I think it did. I think that straightened it up. Enough for government work. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. So, for those of you tuning in for Juneteenth, I don't want to say happy Juneteenth. I want to say have a productive Juneteenth. That sounds more on point. You know what I mean? You're supposed to... I'm not liking this. It's getting off. It's getting off. What did I do? What did I do? It's messing up. So should I just say that my line painters were drunk when they did this? Let's see. Don't look for the union label. There's not going to be one. There we go. Alright, right there. Right there. So, we're getting geared up for this year's Juneteenth celebration here in Flint, Michigan. Oh my gosh, there's a bunch of stuff going on. From Brush Alley to the Brennan Center to Max Brandon Park. As a matter of fact, when we stop this stream, we're probably going to start bouncing around to streams all around the country. Different states and cities are celebrating Juneteenth, and a lot of them are doing it virtual. I forgot those other parking lots. Let's see if I can grab this. I forgot. But events all over the place. New York, North Carolina, Madison, Wisconsin, of course Galveston, Texas. I saw something from Arizona. The NAACP is supposed to be doing a big live stream. There's even a town hall in Ingham County that is talking about racism as a public health issue. And I'm going to try to catch as many of these events as I can. Let me zoom out a little bit here. Today, because that's what Juneteenth is about. We've got a big motorcade. You know, the 30 years. This is our 30th year celebrating Juneteenth. And I tell you what, I moved into Carriage Town 29 years ago. And on our first summer, we'll call it spring, our first spring in Carriage Town, I awoke to such a clatter, and I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. And lo and behold, it was the NAACP and the Juneteenth parade coming down my... Now, see, it wasn't 9 o'clock in the morning. It was more like 11 or 12. But I was sleeping in. But they came down University Avenue, which was 3rd Avenue at that time, with their motorcade having a ball. And as things go, kismetly, right, I had a job interview that very next week. And my job interview was with the Coalition for Positive Youth Development. So I go into the interview. Why did I do that? I just stamped that down there by mistake. Delete. Wait a minute. If I undo that, it goes away. There we go. So now I should be able to delete that. Okay. So I go in for my interview, and I interview with this lady, and she's really nice. They end up liking me. They end up hiring me. And lo and behold, the next summer, I'm on the Juneteenth parade because the lady that hired me was Mrs. E. Hill Deloney, and she was the founder of Juneteenth here in Flint, Michigan. So it is just kismet for me, you know, the fact that those kind of lines exist in connections. This is all crooked, but I'm gonna leave it. What do you guys think? You like that? Hold on a minute. I want to compare it to our real map. Let's see. Let's go to real-time map. Let's go to real-time map. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, okay. So let's do that. And let me double check over here where we are. Yeah, that building is way bigger than that. Look at that. Look how much that building takes up. Okay, we can always readjust. That black building, and then there's a white roof building next to it before the street. So I got some work to do there. Let's see if we can find a building that we like. We're looking for an L-shaped building. L-shaped building. L-shaped building. That's a little L-shapey. How'd I do that? I did that, but I don't remember how I did it. Made it curve like that. It's the L shape. I'm using that as the police department. It is a police department. Alright, L-shaped buildings. I don't see any. I don't see any. Hold on, I got my glasses on. I'm not seeing anything I feel I should even grab to make. Those are too high, too high, too high. Something like that might work. I'm gonna worry about putting buildings later. Let's continue with parking lots. So here's my question. We changed this last time. Is this the wrong city? It says 13. But that doesn't mean anything. I often forget to change the cities. 2040. I mean, when I save the file, I save a new name to it, but I forget to do it here. We got 94,000, $12 million, so we're close. Oh, that's, see, I did change it in there, but I didn't do it right. if you don't hit the return button, it does not keep the information. So we're at 24, right? No, 21, 22, 16. Alright, so now I'm going to hit the enter button. And that should be okay. Yeah, I'm okay. Alright. Man, do I want to do another parking lot? Because, see, that's what we got. We got right here. If I keep going, I think I'm headed down towards City Hall is what I'm doing. I'm trying to build my confidence to go to City Hall. And I got a lot of buildings to place in the next block. So I might as well go finish this parking lot. And this is 4th Street, not Hunter. Alright, get out of here. And we'll go to 4th Street. And now this parking lot, which would be really nice if we could do it with one big parking lot road. I think it's here. So it all goes the other way though. It's the wrong way. So it has to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 roads. And they have to go this way. And I don't think this is going to do it. Oh, nice. Come on. Nope. Nope. I think I'm going to do smaller. And just more. One down. Look at that, it's crooked. What's crooked? Why is it crooked? You see that? That's gonna cause us grief. It's cutting off those things. Oh, let's see if I can do it within the circle. In the block. There you go. One of them's got to come. Nice. Alright, so maybe I can connect them that way. Let's see. Alright, what happens if I grab these and I tell it I need to do nodes and segments? I grab this and I slide it as close to 4th Street as possible. Slide that over. I'm liking it so far. Just a little bit. Not that much. There we go. This might help us with that lineup issue. Nice. Oh, I need some music. Hold on. Let me play this. Where is it? Where is it? Hold on. Okay, computer 3. Button 5. Where's button 5? Computer 3. Button 5. Where are you? Hold on a second, I gotta do something. I gotta hit the escape button. There we go. That gets me there. And that gets me here. Alright, well let's, ooh, I like that. First on the list, Black Anglo-Saxon by the Neo Griots in their Verbal Libations album. I don't know if you guys remember this, but I enjoyed the heck out of that album in the day. These local front folks, enjoy this.
As you sit there driving your Lexus home to that $250,000 house, you pull into the garage so not to sweat out that Kenneth Cole suit. Walking past the damask satin furniture set, see old Ralph Lauren bedroom set, turn on that Philips magnified flat screen TV. The 6 o'clock news is on. An image matching the same complexion as yours appears on the screen. Why can't those people follow the law? Look, I achieved the American dream through hard work. I made it. Wondering why you were never invited to the golf club, even though you work overtime and sacrifice your time for corporate America, a company you don't even own. Donating money to the Republican Party, trying your hardest to fit in around people who don't give a damn about your problems, who only care whether you appear at work and give them the best years of your life. Not realizing that you shook. To you, Africa ain't nothing but a continent full of jungles and lions and tigers and elephants. You can't name one ancient empire, but all 41 presidents? A small-minded world consisting of the perimeters of your home and your job, not realizing the triumphs and the trials of your blood, believing that the battle is over. It just went underground. Yo, thick lips, wide nose, and woolly hair. How you wish you could lighten your skin, or have your hair long and blonde and bouncy like Pamela Anderson Lee. Never mind the millions of people who lay in the sun to look like you. That trophy wife or your blonde wig won't make you more accepted when you get pulled over. The Jakes won't see your trophy wife or your Lexus or your new house. All they see is your black skin. Denying who you are, your culture, and your ancestry. Living a black-faced Eurocentric life, hoping your daughter or son go off to that Ivy League school so they can be a credit to their race. Ignorant to the fact that your ancestors were the inspiration for ancient civilizations. But that don't matter to you. You're too materialistic, too commercial. You're a black Anglo-Saxon.
Nice. Naira Sharif with the Neo Griots back from the 80s. Was it the 90s? It was the 90s. My God, what a long time ago. They did a good job with that album. They really did. I'm going to leave the music on in the background. We're going to go through my Flint playlist and just let it play. I think I'm just letting it play. We'll see how it works out. But it's sounding good. All right, we're back. I'm sorry, let me stop this little tour. For those of you joining for the first time, this is Flint, Michigan. In downtown Flint right here, the I-69, 475 exchange right there. Beautiful. Thread Lake, beautiful. And then where we got Max Brandon. Where's Max Brandon Park? I decorated Max Brandon Park a little bit here. Not as much as it needs to. But this is where they're going to be lining up for the Juneteenth motorcade. Listen, guys, gals, friends and foes. Trump did not invent Juneteenth. I just had to say that. You don't know how many people sent me clippings of the headline of Trump taking credit for acknowledging Juneteenth. And the bottom line is he's not wrong. He is not wrong. We've been doing this for 30 years. 30 years. And I would say next to Blackish doing their Juneteenth episode about 2 years ago, this is the biggest limelight we've ever gotten. At least on a national or, matter of fact, international stage. So, what do you say? What's the saying? Even a broken clock is right twice a day. He did bring us into the limelight, and just for that it's beneficial. But for those of you who don't know, sitting on his desk right now, this very moment, is legislation that could make Juneteenth a national holiday. It's been on the desk of the last 3 presidents. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. The last 3 presidents has passed Congress, it has passed the Senate, and it only waits for presidential approval. So recently, with his assisting, I guess, the cause, I have noticed a petition to make it a holiday. And if I remember correctly, I saw that there were over 300,000 signatures on this petition. So I am smiling ear to ear. And I can only imagine that after this year's celebrations across the country, that number is going to just explode. But here's the quandary. I guess it's not even a quandary. And I was trying to explain it to my friend the other day, and he said, "Wouldn't it be a shame? Wouldn't it be a shame if Trump is the one to sign the law into effect? Why didn't Obama do it? And I am like, I don't know why Obama didn't do it. I can think of 100 conspiracy theories that would tell me why he didn't do it. I can think of his logic being that, they were going to overturn everything I did anyway, and this is too important to let them put you guys back at square one. Man, I can justify it any kind of way. Maybe he doesn't like the holiday. There's all sorts of ways to justify it. The bottom line is that it is still available and still an option. But man, will it happen? We got any gamblers out there? I got 25 cents. I got a fresh, shiny quarter for all takers. I say he signs it. I say he signs it. I just think that his strategy would endorse signing it. Anything he thinks he can do and then most politicians, if they think it's going to get him some votes here in November, I don't see it. I don't put it past him. I don't put it past him at all. Not at all. Sorry, we're back here in the city, having a good time. We got a little Tunde Onalarian, another Flint guy, first transgression. I got all their old music, man. This is 2011, and I'm still listening to it, so don't laugh at me. You guys take a minute to go to the Facebook page, Citywide Juneteeth Celebration. It's the Citywide Juneteeth Celebration on Facebook, and there is a plethora. I knew I'd find a way to use that word today. A plethora of Juneteenth activities going on in the city, from Burston Fieldhouse, Max Brandon Park. There's some activity. There's a double Dutch contest going. I need to pull this stuff up so I can actually share it with you. I might do that. Double Dutch contest, Brennan Center, Max Brandon Park, a bunch of virtual activities going on. So no, for those of you who don't know, it was 1865. Almost 2.5 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was signed, that General Gordon Granger and his troops had to be dispatched to Galveston, Texas, to announce to the last of the enslaved people that they had won their freedom. It was 2.5 years after the thing was signed, because lore has it that the previous messengers dispatched from Washington, D.C. were either bribed or killed. Some of them never returned. You got to think about it. The Texas ranchers had their crops in the field, and they weren't about hearing anybody telling them they had to release their workforce before the harvest. So that could attend to some of the delay. Also, transportation back in that day wasn't what we have now. So it took some time. So perhaps he was in Dallas on the 13th of June and made the announcement. And then he was in Houston on the 14th and he made the announcement. And Austin and so on and so forth. And then he finally arrived in Galveston, Texas on the 19th of June. And that's what started the celebration. And the celebration has been going on ever since. It's the oldest African American holiday in the country. And we here in Flint, because of Mrs. E. Hill Deloney's vision early on, over 30 years ago, celebrated here. I think we're above the curve. We're pretty close. Pretty close. Pretty close. The funny thing about it is that the celebration, original celebration, was said to last 2 weeks. And one of the first things they said, one of the first things that the enslaved people wanted with their freedom, what they purchased with their, you're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe this. The first thing that the majority of them purchased as free individuals, drum roll please, you ready for this? Red pop. A red pop. I just, I thought about it, and I've actually talked to people, and what we have concluded is that was the sign of freedom. How many years did they sit in those fields looking up at the big house and watching those folks drink them a strawberry, red cream soda is what it was. Red cream soda is what it was. So that's a part of the celebration across the country, is red cream soda is a part of Juneteenth for that reason. Man, I am interested to see how this works this year. I really am. I really am. COVID-19, yeah, it's gonna put a damper on stuff. But it's an outside event, so there's plenty of room outside to do physical distancing. We gotta stop using that word social distancing. Please stop using that word social distancing, because that's the last thing we need, is to be socially distant. Maybe physically distant. I got no problem with that. But as a society, as a group of people, as folks with a common goal called survival, we need to stay connected in any way, shape, or form is all I'm saying. So give me a second and I will pull up the calendar that I have, and I'll share some of the events that are going on today. I am not going to make this parking lot mad. I guess I could have if I just used bigger roads, huh? If I used a bigger parking lot road, I could have made it match. Hold on, I'm going to put it up side by side so you can see what I'm trying to do. See if it makes any sense to you. I'll put that up, go like that, and then let me zoom in a little bit, because we're working on this one right here, right there. Wrong way. There we go. Oh, that's as far as we can get. Alright, I'll center it like that. And I'll show you both of them. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Let's see, we can twist that a little bit. There we go. So we're working on that parking lot. This street is not connected to anything, so I'm going to try to delete it. And then I'm going to draw another one, hopefully, that will be connected. There we go, that one's connected. And then I can move that one as close as we can. And there we go, we got a nice parking lot. We need one more. So now, because of watching Skyline videos, I know there is a mod that will let me do exactly what I want to do. Now, do I know where that mod is or what the name of it is? I do not. But you see how I'm bouncing around in there? Tree anarchy is on. I think it's one of these. Snap to, just turn all those off. And see what we can do. See, it's bouncing from node to node. It's telling me that's too small a space. So, let's try to cheat. Let's take this node and move it. And now, let's see if it, there you go. Oh, we almost tricked it. We almost tricked it. Doggone it. That would have been too easy. Alright. So. Alright, well, That's what trees are for. That's what trees are for. There's a sidewalk there and a little bit of a tree line, but it's definitely not that big. Let's put the snapping on here so we can see the. So let's do that. Let's just put some trees there. I mean, this is not as much as we need to, but boom, let's go. Boom, for corner, and then let's see. Those are big trees, smaller trees. Let's do a smaller tree. That's a funky looking tree right there. There's a bush, bush 7. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. And we can put bushes around here. Oh, I know what I want. I'm gonna do a planter too. Hold on a second. I'm gonna get all of this out. So I'm making a little hedgerow here between it and the parking lot, right? And then I'm going to go here, use this find command, and find a planter. Alright, this is Simeo. I'm about it. Is that what it is? Is this about it? I'm still, let's do it again. Simeo. Planter. Planter. Oh, that's exactly what we want right here, right? A planter grid. I like it. All right, let's use these. Let's use these points to set them. Nice. All right. And then, oh, that's a box to go on top of the planter. Why not? Probably should be a big old tree in there, but I don't care. I think this is nice. Let's look at it from the side. I like it. Oh, there's a hill there that doesn't exist. But Harrison Street is kind of on a hill. I should fix that. I know how to do it. Hey, look at this. This is sunken too. Oh, that could become a problem. Let's think about that. I like it. I'm okay with it. Should I go ahead and put the markings in? They're still crooked, but I'm not going to worry about crooked anymore because I proved to myself that crooked is what it's going to be. But I guess I can pretty it up. Let's put at least some trees around it. Where'd that planter thing go? We can use it all the way around. Let's go planter. Boom. We can use it all the way around. Go there. I'm going to use these lines to line it up. Boom, boom. Oh, that's an overlap, but that's okay. Boom. 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 Now we're gonna put some nasty trees in this one. Let's get rid of this. And we'll go here. And we're gonna put some medium-sized trees. Medium-sized blue trees. Why not? It's America. I can do it if I want to. I should turn sideways. I know. I like it. Nice. You can get carried away with this. goes like teal. Nice. Alright. So that's one. Or that's that parking lot. Now, I'm going to bring these back up. I better not do that one. Let's try that. This is going to be a little challenging. Okay, this block has buildings on it. And I am not versed at buildings. I think what I'm going to do, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. Let's put this one up. And let's see if we can get a street view. And there used to be a street view. Okay, I don't see a street view. So maybe I need to go to Google Maps and try that first. And hold on a second, let's put this up. Let's do that. And then tap that and Googlemaps. Google Maps. Type it in. There we go. Now, if I remember correctly, we should be able to take a ride down here and look at the way the buildings actually, the height of the buildings, and what they're supposed to do. So our parking lots, this is Kersley first, Stevers. Where's Saginaw? Oh, Saginaw Street must be here. So this is Harrison, one way. So we did third, then we got fourth. What is that? Oh, that's trying to indicate the parking lot we're talking about. That's the parking lot. Okay, and here are the buildings that we need to look at. So I'm going to take this little guy and I'm going to set him down there. Let's see what we got. Alright, we're facing the City Hall. Wow, so far off the road. That's amazing. Alright, so we want to see these buildings up here. How do I do that? That was interesting. Alright, so these are the buildings that are in that lot. Oh, that's right. I got a church. That's the Seventh-day Adventist Church, or Christian Science Church. And then that's a office building, and then that's a little older building. So we got a nice little mix here. Let's see. That looks more like the garage. I think I'm finding one of those. Pretty easy. Now that with the terracotta roof or the clay roof, that may be a little more difficult. But I digress. Alright, let's take a look. Let's see. How do I get out of this mode? It says street view. Oh, it's making a video or something. What I'm doing? Really? Okay, that's how you get out of street view. Alright, so Valley Agency on aging there. Let's take a look at it from this side. Let's take a look from the other side. Where's my truck there? So let's not end up way around the block. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Valley Agency on aging. I don't know how to rotate this. See the room. Okay, so that was going to take it to me. Alright, we're going to take this guy. We're going to drop him here on Wallenberg Street. I'm going to go, well, let's do the parking lot so we can see as much as we can. Let's see if we can drop her right here in the parking lot and take a look at the, what did it do? It didn't drop him. How come it didn't drop him? It didn't drop him. Alright, hold on a second. Let's grab him again. I'll grab him again. Maybe that's too far off the road. There we go. That dropped that one. Oh, so there are big trees. Those are the till trees that I put in. So let's look around. There's the Agency on Aging. And this is, I think, Sylvester Manor. But that's not on the same block as the one we're trying to do. Let's see. Let me get our bearings. That is Sylvester Manor. So this is Court Street. This is the Valley Agency on Aging. I think that was a street off. Was I? Pulling out. Closing it up. Let's see. Closing it up. Let's close it up. And see. There's Sylvester. Fourth Elms. Here's our parking lot. This is the block we wanted to look at. So, we got an apartment complex, we've got Valley Agency on Aging, and the First Church of Christian Science. How do we accomplish all that? How do we accomplish all that? Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. So we're looking for the Christian Science Church for the corner of 4th. So here, what can I do? Let's do this. Let's go here. And we'll just type in church and see what comes up first. I might already have it. CHURCH. Ta-da. England Church. First Christian Church. Let's see. That one's too big. $40,000. It's a church that's too small. Nah, that might work. I kind of want it to go the other way, though. Yeah, I kind of want it to go this way. But there's not a whole bunch of room because nothing's going to line up. I got to put a parking lot, the other big building, and Sylvester Manor in that space. Let's do it. Let's put that one down there. We're going to call that an office building. Let's look for an office building. OFFICE. Oh, be nice if I spelled it right. CE. Office building. 3-story. 2-story. It was 3-story. 2-story. 2 stores. 2. So, only one came up, and I like it. So, we're going to call this the Valley Agency. And actually, well, no, Sylvester Manor is not seniors anymore. It used to be a senior spot. So, let's do I think it's more than that. It's an apartment building. Let's do an apartment. A-P-A-R-T-M-E-N-T. N-T. Apartment. Whoa, those are tall babies. We need a low rise. Let's see. That's not bad. A little bigger, a little bigger. Let's see if we can find one a little bigger. A little bigger. Oh, that's too tall. That's too tall. Let's see what this one. Don't like it. Don't like it. That's too modern. One scale. Oh, that's tall. Oh, that looks like it. Ooh, if I could do 2 of those, maybe. I'll put it over there just in case. Ah, too square. No. I'm not against that. That looks pretty good. It's not that big. Is it that big? It is. If you look at the footprint, it can't be that big though because the insurance company isn't. So we're kind of just pretending. How's that? So I think it'll let me go in here and name these places. So SYLVESTERMANOR, Sylvester Manor. Sylvester Manor, nice. And we better make it historical or something. There's some way to make it so it won't change. Alright. See, it won't. I thought I put that there. Apparently I didn't. Because if I put it there, it would let me destroy it, or it would let me move it. I put something there. Okay, so now we need the office building. Now here's where we do move it. We just move it and we slide this baby to the corner. And then let's go back here and... Oh, let's type in insurance. Let's see if they got an insurance building. Well, there they are. Strip mall insurance, Star Trust insurance. City State Insurance. I'm gonna get that one. Well, if I do that, I kind of like it. All right, so now the rest of this is parking. So I'm gonna go for parking in here. So none of these seem to work for me. They look horrible. I like this. But I think I can get a bigger one. Okay, let's go bigger.
I just can't put my finger on it yet, but I know it'll come.
See, that's where that unevenness is causing us grief. It's trying to knock this one out now. It's gonna try to knock that one out. And I can't do anything over here. So it's these two, boom, boom. So we're gonna do the move it mod and temporarily slide this out of the way. And then where is it? What happened to it? There it is. Okay. Now we can put those down. And then we can move that house back. So I think I can. Nice. got the same. We had the same issue up here. Alright, wouldn't let me put the parking lot in, but that's because of this road. I can do that one. I want to do that one, so I'm going to come up here. I'm going to grab this road. I'm just going to distort it. Then come back. Go here. And there you go. Nice. So now I'll undistort it.
So glad to finally know get to know you. I saved you from
Give it a second. Let's see if it moves by itself. I'll start the game. Oh, wow. I got 30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds. Before it's all over. So it did not move. So I'm going to move it myself. Turn it sideways myself. No, this. There we go. What happened? Did you guys see that one disappear? I don't know what I did, the insurance company, but that's alright. It's time for me to go. It's 10 o'clock. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I had a good time. I usually do this on Twitch, but I decided that I would do it on YouTube this morning just as a special for Juneteenth. So, as always, guys, remember, and don't ever forget, enjoy the life you're living, just until you can live